Good evening, and we are live here. Welcome, 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 everyone. This is Angela Hayes, your host and founder of Unique Foundations Enterprise, presenting to you our broadcast community connections. I always like to give a few minutes, a few seconds to do some technical sharing. So I ask that you like and share this video. Start your watch parties now. Because we have some great information coming to you. So we'll give everyone time, an opportunity to come on to this video as just give us a couple seconds and we will be starting off. Thank you. All right. So you should see it there, Ms. Dolores.
Don't see nothing yet. Did I hit something like service?
You go
photos, back. Community, notice, notes.
You should. You go back to the page.
Okay.
You should see the live video.
I don't see that. Hold on a second. Okay, I see at the bottom. I see at the bottom. Okay. Community, notice, notes.
You should go back to the page.
Okay.
Okay. You should see the live video.
Okay. I don't see that. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, I see at the bottom. I see.
Welcome, welcome, those of you that are coming in. We ask that you give us a comment. Let us know. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know that you're here. We welcome you to this broadcast with Community Connections. Welcome, welcome.
Okay, I don't see that. Hold on a second.
All right.
Okay, I see at the bottom. I see at the bottom. 1 second. Okay, I see at the bottom. I see at the bottom. But keeps repeating itself.
Were you able to hear it?
It keeps repeating.
When you hit the video, there should be a share option. When you hit the live video. When you hit the video, there should be a share option. When you hit the live video.
Yeah, I did watch party.
That's good. That's good. Okay. Watch party is good. Yeah. And then go ahead and turn your volume all the way down on your phone.
Okay. Okay, I did.
Awesome. All right.
Okay.
Okay, welcome, welcome those that are coming on. We thank you for your patience as we are ready to present. Say hello, like, send us a thumbs up, give us some hearts, let us know that you're here. Once again, we're ready to get started. We always like to give time for our technical sharing and starting our watch party. This is Angela Hayes, once again, the host and the founder of Unique Foundations Enterprise, where we educate, enrich, and empower those individuals on their life journey of purpose. We are here presenting and bringing to you once again our broadcast called Community Connections. We love to connect with you. We love to connect with our community and bring information. I like to say news that you can use, because definitely the things that we bring here at Unique Foundation is definitely things that you can use in your practical everyday living. You can use in your family, you can use in your business, you can use on your job. So we cover a wide scope here, and that's what we love to do. So we're here this evening at 6 p.m. We promise you that we would be bringing back to you Miss Dolores Floyd. Also, I would like to ask those of you, if you will go ahead and hit that share button, share this video, share this information with your friends and your family, because I promise you, this is some vital information that you want to take advantage of, and you definitely do not want to keep it a secret, because it is something that will be valuable and important to not only your life but other people's lives as well. When you come to our page, we ask that you would follow and like this page. You can join our mailing list, or you can go to the side where it says join my list, enter your information there, and there you will get new updates, information that we are sharing and we're pushing out that is up and coming. We appreciate you for joining us. We appreciate those of you that have come on live this evening, and those of you that were not able to see this video live but are coming back in, that will see the recorded version. We thank you for joining this page. We thank you for taking time out your busy schedule and listening in to some vital information. Again, yours truly, Angela Hayes. So with all that being said, I pray that everyone is safe and well, that you are doing everything that you need to do. And during this pandemic, we are trusting and believing God that this too shall pass, and that all things are working out for our good. We are praying for you, and we pray that you and your families are safe. So I have the pleasure once again. Last week we brought to you a dynamic group called the Quiet Storm Group, and they were sharing with us about our future, our family, and our legacy. And they brought us some great information that we could use in planning with the end in mind, and planning for our families and for our life. And the individual that was responsible for putting that dynamic group and that team together is yours truly, Miss Dolores Floyd, who we have back with us this evening. We are so grateful to her for gracing this platform once again. I wanted to bring her back because last week on the platform, there was technical difficulties on her end, and we definitely wanted her to highlight some of the things that she was going to bring to us. So I have the pleasure. I met Miss Dolores, I think about maybe about 4 years ago at an event, and we've been connected ever since. She's a very sweet spirit. She's very professional, and I love that about her. She's a woman of God. She's a woman of integrity, and she loves helping her community. She loves giving. Amen. I say that because it's real. She is a genuine spirit, and we're just so grateful that she accepted the invite back. And we want to say thank you again to the Quiet Storm group, to those phenomenal final expense specialists that joined and graced this platform on last week. We want to say a hats off, and we salute you once again, and we thank you for being here. So Miss Dolores is here today to talk to us about protection and coverage. Many of you, you may know some individuals that at times when you're trying to get insurance coverage and policies in place for your children, for your spouses, for your family members, or yourself. sometimes you're not, some of you are denied because of maybe some health reasons, or maybe even some challenges as far as your health is concerned that you faced prior. And those of you that know, how it is, and sometimes in society and dealing with these insurance companies, they deny you or they turn you down. They don't want to take you on. They see you as a liability. Well, Miss Dolores is here today to give us some vital information and some tips that will help you with that to let you know that there is hope. There is hope for your future. There is hope for your family, and there's hope for your finance. So I introduce to some and I present to us the one and only Miss Dolores Floyd. We welcome her this evening. Miss Dolores, it's all yours.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Miss Angela Hayes. I am so excited being here tonight, and I want to thank you again for allowing me to come back, because we had a few difficult situations, and my team did an outstanding job, from Jarrell Washington to Todd Jackson to William Sparrow to I believe it was Georgia Tarlington, Dr. Pastor Charles, and I'm just so excited. And Jarrell Washington, I'm so excited, you guys. But, sometimes we fail to realize that insurance is important to have. And with this company I'm with, we offer final expense. And again, I might have told y'all final expense is more or less taking care of all of your burial, your little small bills that you may have. And one thing we want people to know, we help people with insurance. I'm going to repeat that. We help people with insurance. And how that works is that we help protect your insurance life policy, because life insurance policy should be left for the living. Yes. Okay, I'm going to say it again. Your life insurance policy should be left for the living. And so final expense comes in, and we can actually serve you, if you qualify, up to $30,000. And what's so incredible is that we sit down with you one-on-one. We go through everything that you already have. We're not here to replace your policies, because a lot of times people don't know, if you have a term policy, it might run out and you don't realize that, and you take it to the funeral home, they cannot use it. You might have an accidental policy, and if it's not an accident, it cannot be used. If you have a policy that sometimes if you don't check it, your coverage can go up and your premium, actually your coverage can go down. Let me take that back. Your coverage will go down and your premium will go up. I'm going to say that again. Your coverage will come down and your premium will go up. So we try to protect our seniors. And we can write from anybody from 0 to 85. Wow. But we want to let you know that we're there for the seniors, because we want to protect you. We want to show you how you can get a policy at a low price. Because, in this final time and this age where we're living in, and what we're doing now with this COVID-19, people are dying every day, you guys. It's not a plaything. And it's my job. I'm on a mission, y'all. I am on a mission to help our people. And sometimes they don't understand. We here today and we gone today. So, and what's so great about it, we cover everybody. I'm going to say that again. We cover everybody. Anytime that you see anybody that might have cancer, they might have HIV, COPD, we're talking about AIDS, they can be incarcerated, you guys.
Wow.
I'm telling you, even COVID-19, we can write a policy up for you and your family. I tell people every day when I get on Facebook, do not leave your home without knowing you have coverage. And every day I'm getting people calling me saying, well, what is the cost? What do I need to do? I'm glad you asked. When you call my number, 832 949-5818. Again, my number is 832-949-5818. We are here to service you. Yeah. We are here to protect you. We are here not only for you, but for your family, because we have a program that actually covers the, when you go through a funeral, a lot of people don't realize it's a hardship. It's a situation that you got to make all the arrangements. With our program, we assign an advocate, a concierge that comes in and work for the family, you guys. They will make the call to the funeral home. They will make the call to the life insurance company. They will make sure that they will save your family 30 to 80% on the service alone. And we have this membership for our merchandise, and the highest cost merchandise is the casket, the vault, and the headstone. You can get all three of those for $3,700. That's the cost of one casket, you guys. All of our caskets, and I've been around insurance for a long time, 18 gauge, stainless steel. We're talking about wood caskets. We're talking about full coat. We're talking about half. We're talking about oversized. We're talking about any color. All of our caskets only cost $1,500. That's a steal. Our vaults are only cost you $750. Monuments, a lot of times people don't even think about it, or they put it on hold because of their funds. We can provide you a monument with the writing on free, $700 to $1,400. But you get the three packages, you guys, that is $3,700. I'm encourage you guys, call me. My number again is 832-949-5818. Is there any questions? Ms. Hayes, you want to share anything?
Well, anyone out there that's on the feed, if you have any questions, please go ahead and put it there in the comments. Ms. Dolores is here to answer any questions that you may have as you are tuning in and coming in. Those of you may have missed a little part of it as you come in, that she has already stated, individuals that can be covered that basically a lot of companies have turned down. And those are individuals that have cancer or have had cancer. And Ms. Dolores, if I might, is that any type of cancer, whether it's breast cancer, ovarian cancer, skin cancer? Is it thyroid cancer? Is it specific, or is it any type of cancer that can be covered?
Any type of cancer. When we say we cover everything, you can be in the hospital, you guys, we cover you. You can be in hospice, we cover you. Wow. We're talking about terminal illness, incarcerated, HIV, AIDS, dialysis, current cancer treatment, 3 years that have been accumulated over a period of time. We cover everything, you guys. We don't leave anything out because our concern is that you cover. We're here to protect you, your family, your loved ones, release some of that stress. Yes. And I know half of you can vouch that you have went through the process of burying a loved one. We don't want you to go through that again. We want to help you be able to take advantage of this incredible program that we have. I'm encouraging you guys, give me a call, tell your family, tell your friends. We can write for everybody. Wow. Everybody. Wow. Keep that in mind.
Wow. Yeah, and that's awesome, Ms. Dolores, what you were saying, even at the beginning about the ages, the age range that your company goes up to, from, up to 85. I mean, that's awesome. and I just wanted to share, you know, on the broadcast this evening, you know, when I remember hearing that last week, I believe Pastor Charles was saying about the savings, the 80% savings.
Right.
As I cannot emphasize it enough, audience, community, those of you, like she said, have gone through this with any type of family members, it costs when individuals die. It's expensive. And 80% of savings, oh my goodness, you cannot imagine. That puts money, that can put money in whoever's pocket, you know, at the end of all of that. But I thought about it because Miss Dolores, when she explained all of this to me, and again, I said, I didn't, am I right, Miss Dolores? I didn't think it was real. I'm like, is this real?
Yes, you did. I was.
Is this?
I do recall that conversation. I remember you telling me that. You say, are you sure? I mean, she say, Miss Floyd, please, don't do this. Don't do this to me. I say, Angela, you know me by now. A person of my word. And I'm a person of integrity, honesty.
Absolutely.
And if I get involved in something, it's real.
Yes.
It's real.
Yes.
You know, and the beauty is we get into this business and we write our own separate policy because that's how much we believe. We believe in this. We write our family up. I mean, you guys, I would encourage y'all, do not walk away from this call without saying, I have no coverage on my family. I have no coverage on myself. You know, because this is real. You know, I was talking to a minister a couple of days, and I've been talking to him for 3 or 4 years. And when I made that phone call 3 days ago, he said, Sister Floyd, me and my wife is just getting over COVID-19.
Wow. See?
I said, okay. I said, he said, but you said you covered COVID-19? I said, yes, we do. He said, give me 2 weeks and I'm going to have a list of people for you to talk to. Y'all, this is real. I was out in the field just yesterday. When I knocked on the neighbor's door, the lady said, ma'am, I'm on the phone with my sister. She got COVID-19. I said, take my card. We cover COVID-19. Call me immediately. I'm serious, you guys. This is a serious matter.
And
don't
I'm glad
leave home without knowing.
I'm so glad, Ms. Dolores, that you brought that up about COVID-19 because, you know, going forward, you know, when you think about it, that who knows what may change or shift in as far as insurance coverage is concerned. If you and COVID-19 may be one of those restrictions, who knows? So again, I encourage you, I beseech you, you know, to get your coverage now while you can and save that money, save your family, because at the rapid rate that we're going with COVID-19, you want to have these things in place. Okay. We have to be people of wisdom. You know, we have people that are wise in our transactions, in our business dealings, in our taking care of business is what I like to say, because you got a plan now, because you don't want to have any regrets in some cases in the near future. In the near future, it's not always, we think about these things, we put it off. Oh, you know, I've heard family members, not necessarily of my own, but I've heard other people in their family, oh, wait, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about it. It's not time for that. Let me tell you something. It's just like the word of God. It's always time to talk about it, because if you don't have a plan in motion, you need to start talking about it, but not only talk about it, you need to be about it. You need to take the necessary steps and take the action steps to get your affairs in order.
Great. And you know, Miss Angela, I hear this all the time. Oh, I have coverage on my job. But what if something happened to you on your job? You know, when you leave that job, guess what? that policy stays on your job. And they're going to send you a letter and say, if you want to continue, they're going to probably offer you 3 times what you're paying. So if you're without a job, how can you pay for a policy you have no money for? And I encourage you guys, it's good to have it on your job, but what if something happens? It's okay to have outside insurance policies because we're here to protect that policy. You don't want that $100,000 to go to the funeral home. I've seen it. I can't call no names, but I'm going to tell you, one funeral director took $40 out of a $100,000 policy to put on a casket.
Wow.
So what does it leave the person? Because, you know, with pre-need, I know the facts that you got to have. You got to be embalmed. You got to be picked up. You got to have professional services. We're talking about actually dressing the body, having flowers set up, limousine service. So what did that family have left from a $100,000 policy? He probably ended up using $80,000 to $90,000. What does the family have left?
That's right. That is right.
You want, and not only that, with an insurance policy, how do you know you're not going to get sick and have to go in the hospital? And that insurance policy can be eaten up real easy. And if you have a final expense policy, it takes care of your burial. It takes care of those little bills. You might have a $5,000 or $6,000 doctor bill. You know, we had one of our agents up north quoted $21,000 for the funeral service. Now she immediately called our program to make sure that they call and do whatever they need to save them 30 to 80%. Well, after they got through, that advocate got through with that funeral director, you guys, that funeral dropped down to $6,500. Do y'all hear me? Save the family $15,000.
Wow. So, Miss Dolores.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Can you repeat that? So you're saying one of your clients,
actually one of the agents,
one of your agents out of state, they had a family member pass away, and when they went to the funeral home, how much were they quoted from the funeral home that the funeral would be?
The funeral would be with $21,000. Do y'all hear me? $2,100.
Wow,
that's a lot.
Because they had coverage with their company that they represent, which is the same company you represent, they called their representative, correct?
That's what they did, and immediately they jumped on board to talk to the family. They immediately went to the funeral home, had the funeral home to come to the house. You know, I always ask people, why do you go to the funeral home? You pay your bill, you got a casket. Well, we have 250 caskets that you can select from, or go to the website on this membership program and select. That's taken care of. And when you sit down, you know, because basically you're going to have a true beneficiary, which is the family. Our services allow the beneficiary to get all the money that is coming to them. Now, if they want that casket, the vault, and the headstone, they take that out of the they take the $3,700 out of, I'm just going to use an example. Say you did qualify for $30,000, okay? And the family called Legacy, and they came to the house. And when they came to the house, and representative, which is an advocate, came in, they immediately called the funeral home and told him to come to the house. They called our senior program, our flagship company, what we call the life insurance company, and had them to cut a check. Now they took the $3,700 out, which covered the casket. It covers all of the necessary products, which was a casket, the vault, and the headstone. So 37 taken away from 30,000 leaves $26,300, which our flagship company mailed directly to the family. It didn't go to the funeral home, you guys. It did not go to the funeral home. It went to the true beneficiary.
So and what you're saying, that was money in the bank for that family. That was money in their pockets and not in the pockets of their funeral home because they had coverage with your company.
Yes. Wow. And it doesn't stop there. Because, you know, when I said you had that $26,300, guess what? When that funeral director comes in, that advocate going to sit there and negotiate and go line by line of the general price list because they have expertise in that area. And they're going to be able to bring that 12 or 15 or 13 or $18,000 services down to 5,000, 6,000. Wow. So we're going to say the services end up being 6,000. Well, the family has $26,300. They can write a check to the funeral home. The funeral home is done. The merchandise is done. Now they might need like $800 to $2,200 to take care of the opening and closing. You take that out at $20,000. Still leaves $17,000.
$17,000.
You see what I'm talking about? $17,000, and they maybe have a little small bill. Mom might have a $5,000 bill. They still leave out $12,000. Isn't that great, you guys? This is money to the family.
Yeah.
They're not left. It works.
They're not left in a deficit. They're not left trying to figure out. And I think on last week's broadcast, Dr. Todd Jackson brought out about GoFundMe. GoFundMe is not the answer. GoFundMe is not the way. So that when I see GoFundMe, you know, when individuals have tragedy and someone passes away in their family, that tells me that you did not plan, that you did not make sure that you had your policies in place. So what I like about your company, Mr. Lewis, is, and what you're saying is, they have an advocate. You have an advocate. I have an advocate that works on my behalf.
Yes.
You're already, think about it.
Yes, you do.
Think about it, everyone.
Yes.
And I encourage you, anyone with any questions that you're hearing this information, please feel free to put your comments, your questions in the feed. Mr. Lore's here to answer those. She is the expert in this industry here. So I promise you, you will get your answer. So when I think about that, you're already, think about this community, you're already in a vulnerable state when you've lost someone near and dear to you. You're not thinking clearly all the time. You have a lot of pressure on you. You have a lot of things coming at you. You have a lot of decisions that have to be made, and you having to deal with all types and sorts of people. And so if you have someone that can advocate for you, I mean, that's like, to me, having an attorney working on my behalf in that area of final expense. And we know, and I mean, it may be some attorneys on. I mean, I have several friends. I have several contacts and constituents that I'm friends with as far as attorneys. We know how much attorney fees can be, depending on what type of attorney it is, depending on how many hours that you need them. And initially, they have a retainer that you have to pay up front. So that's not including the hourly work. So you're saying here, Mr. Lewis, that in final expense, when I get a policy or I get policies with your company, that I or my family, whoever has an advocate, has like an attorney that will speak for them.
Yes.
Will price negotiate for them.
Yes.
And you know, they don't even have to do anything or say anything. But we know this, that it will save them tons of money.
Tons of money, you guys. Yes. I mean, why give your money away? You know, I have people say, "Oh, I'm not worried about leaving my money to no children." I'm going, but why would you give your money away? Why?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, think about even your grandchildren or your great grandkids. You know, you never know, because that money can be set aside for their school, you know, their
Mhm.
college. They can be set aside for other things, emergencies, but you're going to put it all in the ground. Think about it. You don't want that.
No.
And we give you top notch service. Trust me, it ain't no rinky dink, low income. It is top notch at a reasonable price, but you're going to get the best
Yes, I
at a
seen
low price.
it is like it is top notch. It is the of the echelon. Might
Yes,
I say
ma'am.
it is of the echelon, and that's for real. Uh,
Yes.
yeah. So
I,
I mean, you know, I cannot stress enough how important this is to those of you that are watching this video. How important we see what's happening now. We've experienced, some of us has experienced, since we're dealing with the pandemic, we've experienced COVID-19 up close and personal. We have family members, we have co-workers, we have business owners. We've just seen it, you know, and it's steadily happening. So this to me is like the alarm, sound the alarm. Okay.
yes.
So,
Yeah.
you know, take what we're experiencing and take these opportunities. I don't take this broadcast for granted, Miss Dolores, because it is an opportunity. God has put it in my heart and my soul to make sure that individuals are educated in different areas. And we're here to serve at Unique Foundation. So we serve our community by providing to them. One way that we serve our community is to provide to them professional opportunities, things that will save them money, that will help them in their practical living, that will be a blessing to their lives, to their families, in their finances. So I just encourage those that are watching this video and that will see this video, do what you need to do to take care of your business. And as you far stated about employment, having a job, yes, some of us are fortunate. We have policies on our job, you know, whether they're term life, whole life. Mr. Washington talked about that last week. You may want to go back and view that portion of that last week's video. But if something happens to that job, aren't we there now? Isn't it happening now in our during this time of COVID-19? How many of you, you don't have to answer it on the feed, but think about it. How many of you or someone that you know have been affected in their employment with losing their job, being furloughed? So it's just something, you know, we need to think about, but I don't want us to think about it too long. I want us to take action. Mr. Lewis, are you there? Mr. Lewis, are you there? I think she's gotten frozen out. So those of you that have joined the broadcast, we know and we can see the importance of having these things in order. So again, I encourage you, those of you that are just coming on to this live feed, Ms. Dolores Floyd has brought to us some very important information on final expense. And I encourage you to contact her. Her number is there in the feed. You can reach her at 832-949-5818. Again, her name is Dolores Floyd. And if you're just getting on or just kind of caught part of it, you can go back and listen to some of the information that she provided and how you can save 30 to 80% on final expenses. And also those individuals that have not been able to get insurance coverage because of some reason in your health. You've had some type of health challenges, whether it's been diabetes, heart disease, renal failure, cancer, HIV, and the list goes on, and including COVID-19. With Miss Dolores and her company, you will be able to, you can get coverage with her company. So once again, this is Angela Hayes, the host and the founder of Unique Foundations, where we educate, enrich, and empower those individuals on their life journey of purpose. If you have any questions, once you listen to the video and you've had time to think, if you have any more questions, I encourage you to go ahead, reach out to Miss Dolores. You can text her at that number. You can call her at that number. And if you think of something and you need that question answered, please feel free to go ahead and place it in the feed. Or if you don't feel comfortable with placing your questions in the feed, the public feed, you can send us a private message here at Unique Foundations Enterprise. We are so happy and we're so honored to serve you. And we are here once again to bring you, to educate you, enrich, and empower you on your life's journey of purpose. And final expense is, I always say this, is a conversation that a lot of times in certain communities that we don't feel like we're ready to have. But the time is now for us to have those conversations, and not only have the conversation, but actually take action on what we need to do. And with that being said, final expense planning and all of that, planning with the end in mind. Here at Unique Foundations, we do offer a service that goes along with that. If you're looking to do your will or your living trust, we can help you with that service. That is something also that needs to be put in place. What you don't want to see happen, or you don't want to experience, whether it's with your family, your mother, your father, or whomever it is, you don't want to see your life estates and the things that you wanted left to a certain family member or friend. You don't want to see your estate go into probate court. You don't want to see that tied up in the courts. You want, again, to take care of your business and put your affairs in order. We offer that service for a very, very, very good fee. It is not expensive as you think it is. So you can contact us here at Unique Foundations Enterprise for more information about wills and living trusts. You can call us at 979-661-1124. Or you can email us at uniquelyyours28@yahoo.com. And again, you can send us a private message here on this page, and we can sit down with you. We can give you a free consultation. We'll be more than happy, because again, we're here to serve you. We're here to serve your needs. And that is something that you want to do. So we thank Ms. Dolores Floyd. Again, she's having technical difficulties, but we thank her for coming on and sharing with us about final expense planning. And if you didn't have time to look at the video from last week, we had a platform of individuals, professionals that shared on different points of final expense planning. You want to go back in this feed on this page and view that video for some more information that you need. You can follow this page, like this page, and also you can join our mailing list here at this page in order that you will be able to keep up with any updated information or anything that we have coming up and we have going forward. So we thank you for joining us. We thank you for being a part of this broadcast. I see Ms. Dolores is trying to get back in. But we thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you for following us. We appreciate you for just having a listening ear. And we are here to give you the news that you can use for your everyday living as we educate, we enrich, and we empower you on your life journey of purpose. Again, this is Angela Hayes, your host and your founder of this broadcast, Community Connections. I want to connect with you. So send me a message. You can also go to my personal page and connect with me there at Angelia Hayes. Thank you. And also follow our blog, angeliahayes.com. We also have a blog that you can follow and stay in contact with us. We love you, and we certainly do appreciate you. I ask that everyone stay safe. I ask that everyone, most of all, stay prayerful. And remember that the Word of God says for you to leave an inheritance for your children and your children's children. Stay safe, everyone, but most of all, stay prayerful. Thank you, and have a blessed evening. Good night.